welcome to another show. We are in the middle of the mall here, and we were just talking last episode about retro collectors and stuff, and talk about buying games back in the day, and he really didn't. There were a lot of in the 80s when it came to being birthdays and good report cards and stuff like that. There were a lot of landmines as far as video games. I honestly think the favorite thing of the big chains when they would order these games is they would order oh, we're heading to One-Eyed Billy's again. I don't know how many episodes we did there, but it's a very fun place. And of course, we have to check out the pirate ship again, right? Or not? No. Are we going to go and check it out? Yeah, let's go check the pirate ship out again. I hope this isn't like I haven't gone through the same footage now 3 times in a row. No one's watching. No one knows. But yeah, back then it was a lot of landmines because I used to think that a lot of the same old pirate ships. It's still here. It's right there. It's right here, guys. You see it. It's good there. Good to go. And unfortunately, the visible wall around me does not allow me to get on it. Maybe there is a way to get on it. I don't know. So basically, like I said, it was a lot of landmines because I think that a lot of times these big stores, I honestly, I think they get a catalog. They get a catalog about what games they want for the store and stuff. And but then again, of course, maybe they don't. Maybe just Nintendo sends them a certain amount of stock, and that's the distributor. I got into a lot about understanding comic book distribution. For Diamond and all that. But usually, even with that, the actual owner of the store does choose what they order. And I honestly think a lot of times the third party sort of movie licensed video games, they always took first pick. I know this person would be like, really? I mean, over like Legend of Zelda and Super Mario? And it's like, yeah, I honestly think so, because someone will think, well, I went to the movie theater, I'm a manager at in the electronics area of Ames, but listen, I wanted to go see Platoon when it came out in the theater, and it's a really good movie, man. Like, Listen. They came out with an NES version of Platoon. It has to be really good. And you're going, are you sure? Did you play it? Listen, I never played it, but you take my word for it. It was a good movie. No, thank you. I remember that. I remember that game being in the stores. I always would go into KB Toys and Platoon was always on the shelf, always on the wall. It was by the brand new Game Boy. I don't know why I didn't ask for a Game Boy. I think because I never left the house. So, you know what I mean? Like, I never left the house, so why would I? And plus, the graphics of the Game Boy were a downgrade. Like that worked if you were going on road trips all the time. And well, wait, me and my parents used to fly. Why didn't I ask for one? I don't know. I think back then the way I saw it was, if I asked for a Game Boy, and I got Game Boy games, well, then that could take away from me asking for normal NES games, which are better graphics and better colors. These are the things you had to think about back then. Now you just download everything for free. All these old games you can basically get for free. But of course you gotta be careful where you get them from. And now we're going to do some ski shooting. We already did that joke. Against the wall, against the wall, against the wall. And yeah, so back then, everything was very restricted. You were too young to work. Too young to work. I mean, I was lucky by the PlayStation and N64 age, I could work. I was finally at that age I can work. And I mean, I think I had my first job by 15. And by back then, you were limited by how many hours you could work and stuff, and which I'm sure there were enough places that used to break that rule. But back then that was the means of things. I mean, of course, you wanted to work, you wanted to improve yourself, and unfortunately, if you had a really bad job when you were young, it usually affected you as an adult because you never wanted to be treated that way again, and then usually by that point it kind of ruined you. And because when you first start working, you want to be like freaking loyal as hell and all that. It's funny how I'm just trailing off, but it's like what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to be like, okay, I shot that one, I shot this one, I shot that one, I shot this one, I shot that one, I shot that. It's boring. I don't want to commentate on the game. I like to actually talk while I'm just doing these things. Got 210 uncounted tickets. Although I just said 210 tickets, so basically I did count them, but they're uncounted. But I guess I didn't put them through the machine. Have you kind of noticed that at no point since I've been in this world I've actually took these like tickets and put them inside of an actual ticket machine? I've not done that. I think it's because I'm going to be honest, I'm breaking fourth wall on this. This game it can be a little bit rough sometimes getting it to work well. Sometimes you have to tab out of it. You have to do things because sometimes you'll try to start it up and it doesn't start up. Then you gotta Control Alt Delete it, and then you gotta do it again, and then you gotta try to load up a save. And sometimes I think the saves get corrupted, or sometimes they can make the game even slower. So I'm just kind of like, well, I don't really care about how many tickets I get. I'm not in that game. I just care about playing the games in birthday mode because the money's free and I can just play the games. And so we just go down that road, and we do that road. And last time I played this, I was talking about old Tucson and Rawhide and stuff like that. Fun stuff, good stuff, great stuff. But, got other things, to talk about, like retro games and stuff like that. And things like that. And tried to talk about 10 minutes straight, without any kind of story mechanics or plots or, this world is a very peaceful world. It's a very unstressful world, and it's and the problem, maybe that will be for next show. This is almost done, so we'll talk about, we'll talk about utopias, and we'll talk about matrices, and that would be a good conversation about, what would happen if you lived in a world where there's no failure, and actually how pretty much everyone would go insane. But for now, we'll just kind of take in the sights, this windmill. It's like deja vu, I swear. I feel like I've been here right in this position before, over 2 times. Don't know why that is, it's kind of like someone used the same footage more 3 times. Well, hopefully out there someone doesn't get too upset. We got other videos on the YouTube channel. We got lots to watch. Don't worry. We'll try to get it fixed. See you next time.